Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you game number 3 of the round of 8 best of 5 between ZhanHun and Gypsy. And unfortunately right now, Gypsy is down 0-2. A couple of very big macro games, first on Goodnight and then Ascension. And ZhanHun just kind of, giving it to Gypsy. He's been good at kind of pulling Gypsy around a little bit. I actually think that the previous game that we just saw on Ascension was a bit better played from ZhanHun than game 1. Like, I think that those types of recall plays are very difficult to deal with. If the Protoss is just making nexuses and recalling, you got to be so tight on everything to stop them. And Gypsy was like cleaning things out, and he ended up killing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nexuses, I want to say. And it's just not enough. I mean, fantastically played from ZhanHun, but here we are on Eclipse for the third map of all maps to try to start bringing it back on. Going to be a hard one for Gypsy, as the map is quite difficult for TVP, and a lot of that comes down to what we're about to see here from ZhanHun, which is going to be a gas steal. So once he steals the gas, right, you're kind of dictating what Terran does. It's like, okay, well, you just don't get a factory quickly. Now, he's going to go ahead and throw that down. Can start harassing on the barracks as well. We'll see what type of style Gypsy likes to play from here. Some people make the command center quickly. Some people go second barracks. Some people bring some SCVs and kill the assimilator quickly. Some people just go kind of slower command center and slower gas kill with constant marine production. Well, generally constant marine production is going to happen no matter what, but yeah, we'll see what Gypsy is up to. He doesn't add the second barracks. Instead, he opts to scout. And will utilize, of course, one SCV to just block that probe for now. Looking back at ZhanHun's base, it looks like he does want to go for a Nexus first here. Since it is one barracks, I think he can just go Nexus first into Gateway, and he should be fine. Gypsy doing a good job of keeping that probe off of his SCV. Actually didn't start a second depot, just starts it now. And based on what he's scouting, what we should see from Gypsy is immediately a command center. I don't think that there's really another play here, right? Like, you make a marine or two, push back the probe, start killing the gas, but you got to get your command center up very, very quickly. Now, let's see what Gypsy does with his scouting SCV. If he has any ideas, like maybe steals opponent's gas. I feel like that is... Maybe this position's not good, but it can be an interesting attempt. Obviously, it's not as good as an assimilator steal. Doesn't build on its own. Doesn't have as many hit points or anything like that. But the SCV going to continue to just run around here and scout. The second gateway coming up. Marines are being rallied, at least a couple of them. But those will turn around when the Zealot comes out. This is almost fake. But it forces a second gateway, so that's kind of nice, right? Starts a bunker, and I mean, there's no universe in which this bunker finishes. ZhanHun pulling a few probes here as well. We hear the gas go down back at home for Gypsy, and as this Zealot gets out, oh my god, he's actually like losing workers and lets it finish. It was like not a high health SCV either. It's only one Marine, so it's definitely not the end of the world. I'm just kind of surprised that it even finished. ZhanHun actually down in workers now. Three Marines and an incoming Zealot, so he definitely wants to make a bunker. He does have a fourth Marine coming up, so that'll actually be completely fine to kill. Oh, I love the SCV coming down for the alley-oop kill there. And even pops the Marine out to target on the probe, because you don't get to choose what the bunker is actually attacking. So some nice micro moves here out of Gypsy. Bunker coming up. And of course, we'll see a factory get started here. And there is the Cybernetics core, not quite done as of yet. So everything from here should pretty much normalize. At the end of the day, we do have a slight worker advantage here for Gypsy. A lot of that is due to the way that ZhanHun handled this bunker. He actually lost at least 2 probes attacking the Marines, and then he lost 1 probe when Gypsy popped the Marine out of the bunker there. So Yeah, that's where that probe deficit came from. A little bit of misplaying there from ZhanHun, but some solid play from Gypsy. Now, 3 Zealots are out. Sometimes you see people try to run by. If he tries to run by this, that is super risky, because if you just get one SCV in the way, the Zealots are ruined. Second Factory coming up. Academy as well wants to get that full scouting done after his SCV is dead and gone, which it will be here just momentarily. Down goes that SCV. All right, I'm excited to see... Wait, I see an... Okay, there's the armory. Didn't see it there behind the minimap. Saw it on the production tab, though. I'm excited to see what Gypsy wants to do on Eclipse, because this is like a pretty standard position he's in. It's not very far off of a lot of games that you'll play on Eclipse. And we see what ZhanHun is doing now that there's no scout on the map. He actually just takes a third Nexus. He's producing goons 2 at a time and sending them down. So it's not like a bizarre position. Gypsy doesn't know exactly what's going on. Like, he has a certain amount of intel. He knows that there's 3 Zots. He knows that there's at least like 4 goons out right now. He knows that there's not a quick robo or quick DT tech or anything like that. So where does he go from here? Well, he's getting speed and he's getting siege. So siege obviously going to keep him safe against these dragoons, and speed is going to be how he gets himself back onto the map. He's also got the academy that we were talking about and the armory. So it looks more like a mid-range, like, macro build. You know, you're just kind of getting your upgrades. You're trying to get intel and everything. And it does not look like an attacking build. And honestly, I don't think that he can attack anyways. But look at this. A big attack coming in right now from ZhanHun. Oh, my God. He breaks the bunker instantly and starts to lose some of these SCVs as well. The Dragoons jump forward and get a siege tank. Oh, my God. Some good SCVs surrounding, though. Look at this. He's actually going to end up killing a lot of these Dragoons. The tank comes down the ramp. These Dragoons being drilled upon. Look at that. Screwing up their AI so badly. And down they will end up going. But another couple Dragoons actually coming in right now. Okay, picks one of them off right there. Oh my God. If he had targeted the other one, I think he would have actually saved the siege tank just barely, because he only had 1 hit left. Clears all of the Dragoons. He's got 2 factories. He's actually got a little bit of a bank. Definitely needs to throw down more factories. If somehow he had started factories during that, I would like his position a lot more. But as is, I think he's just barely not going to be able to do anything. He has his vultures running up. Mines are almost done, but there's a full pylon wall here and an almost full pylon wall here with a couple goons in the wall. So this doesn't feel like a position where you can really do very much. He's adding his factories. Has a couple tanks pop out, but ZhanHun is completely safe. And we've seen ZhanHun's macro. This is where it's going to get out of hand. He's already on 55 probes on 3 bases. Oh, God. And he starts +1 air attacks. So he might just go carrier from here, which is not a bad call. If Gypsy goes for a command center, I think everything he does will be too slow. Like, it's already a hard spot, but maybe if he goes like 7 fact 2 base, like that type of thing, that might be the best type of play here against the carrier build, but I don't think he knows about the carriers yet. Of course, we don't even have the Stargates. They're just now getting started. Forge coming up as well. It looks like he wants to build a command center. That's a command center placement. So there it is. Okay, we hear a couple scans, and he sees the Stargate. Let's see if Gypsy makes any big calls here. Oh, long vision. And he's going to keep the command center. Okay. So from here then, I think what you basically have to do is you have to take your 3rd base, get your 2-1 upgrades, get yourself on like 8 or 9 factories, and just macro complete beast mode. Max out and push. And just continually macro. And try to push your opponent back. It's going to be tough because ZhanHun, his economy is a lot better right now. Look at this, 72 workers, 73 workers against 55. He hasn't started his carriers yet, but he's got a lot of gateways. He's got a fair amount of Dragoons out already. Gypsy has some good vision, though. Look, he's got mines, mines, mines. So basically every base that you think he might be taking as a fourth, you have covered. So you can get intel on that. You know, if ZhanHun does something like takes a very quick fourth base, maybe Gypsy finds an attack timing that opens up because of that. Third Stargate coming up. 3 Stargate carrier, much scarier than 2. Because all you need is 2 rounds of carriers and you're already at like the insane numbers. Gypsy rallying his units out. This is just to take the fourth base. He's not going to attack or anything like that yet. Definitely can't. All right, mines being laid. I like the defensive formation. He has a dropship, and I'm not entirely sure what Gypsy's going to get done with that dropship. You know, at this point, there's cannons already in all the mineral lines. In fact, this one's really well placed, I think, because it'll even hit the vultures on the very edge. So yeah, oh, he flies over an observer, unfortunately. Not sure if ZhanHun saw it or not. But yeah, I'm not sure what damage will occur with that. It's okay to try. 7 factories now. Those 2-1 upgrades still coming. ZhanHun just in the front, kind of like we saw on Ascension. These two, again, giving each other a lot of respect as macro players. Dropship going into this third base location. Yeah, the Dragoons really can't do any damage right now. ZhanHun maybe even wasting his time with that a little bit. The shuttle coming in to help clean up the vultures here. And a few probes will be picked off, but at the end of the day, the drop, I think, not really doing as much as Gypsy had hoped. 4th Nexus is up for ZhanHun. He still has enough workers. Oh! Oh, look at that. Okay, okay. Bring him down to 62 workers, 59 workers, not bad. Okay, some cool moves there from Gypsy. ZhanHun getting ready to maybe take even another Nexus, though. Has a decent bank right now as well. And I think this is the moment where you start massive Goliath production as Gypsy. Let's check out his siege tank count. So we have... Okay, 10, 11. That's basically enough, right? One group of tanks, which would be 12 in a group, is generally good against carrier builds. And then you want, like, 1 group of Goliaths for up to 4 carriers, and then 2 groups of Goliaths above that. And then, like, obviously if they're getting up, like, 8 carriers, 9 carriers, 10 carriers, you just want, like, infinity Goliaths at that point. But everything else can kind of be filled in with vultures. So... really want to see Gypsy get the production of Goliaths really flowing now, as there are already carriers out. There's going to be more coming out very shortly. ZhanHun just running around with his army right now, getting another Nexus up. A lot of vultures coming out here. Slow Zealots. Might get some good mines off. Hey, not bad. Okay. A couple tanks being dropped off at this corner base. Really, really nice. ZhanHun's so out of position against that. Now look at this move from Gypsy. A fantastic move here. Bringing his vultures up to raid the probes while killing the Nexus down here. Really love this dual move. My God, he's actually brought him down to like 52 workers. Okay, now if Gypsy just makes vultures, or he doesn't have any Goliaths. What is actually going on? He's scanned the starports before. Like when the starport got started, he scanned it. Like, if you don't have it... Okay, he starts a Goliath. But honestly, like... Look, it's 5. It's 5. So you actually want more than 12 Goliaths right now. You want a hell of a lot of Goliaths. You know what? When he scanned the single starport, maybe he thought it was going to be Arbiter. This is bad. This is incredibly, incredibly bad. He has got to get a lot of Goliaths out right now. He just killed a Nexus and a bunch of probes. Like, if he had Goliaths, he would easily push this back and actually have, like, a very quality army. But unfortunately for Gypsy, he's going to lose a ton of siege tanks here. Oh, my God. Everything going wrong for him. I think just simply reading the position incorrectly when he scanned the starport, just assuming after the last game that it would once again be Arbiter, but ZhanHun having a kind of big range to his play here. Did Speed Templars game 1, Recalls game 2, and game 3 Carrier, so showing basically everything Protoss has to offer. Gypsy now does have a lot more workers, still has decent supply, but has lost a lot of siege tanks. He's just going to GG and type the GL. Some good manner there from Gypsy, but definitely some mistakes as well as far as the scouting goes. ZhanHun goes to the round of 4.